The title of this show is "The Harvest is Truly Ripe." The harvest is truly ripe. With that, I would like to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachah Kodesh, Thawada, Yahweh, for giving us Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh by Shemai Shai in them. Double honors to the CT bishops, elders of GMS, our big brothers. Greetings and salutations to the brothers in this country and all over the world who are prophesying in the true name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody else who is scattered abroad from their father's side. All right, shalom to the Akim and Aquath, and I'm Iquab, Lord willing, serving the King of the universe. All right, King Yahushua from the power of Yahweh. Once again, this title is "The Harvest," all right, is truly ripe. All right, and I was trying to think of what to go into, but Lord willing, the Lord gave me this title because when the scriptures refer to the harvest being ripe, and for the end days of Revelation 14 and 15, which we're going to get, and Joel 3 and 13, which the harvest represents the people, and which the wicked people of the world, man, of the earth. All right, and ripe is something when it's we're about to look it up, being plucked up and ready to be taken up and be plucked up. But it actually means more than that, which goes into the nuclear destruction. So before I go into the definition of harvest and ripe, which is pretty heavy, because like I said, I thought ripe just meant to pluck up, but it actually means more. It means heat. So you already know the last days involve the heat of the Lord, man, by nuclear fire. All right, and at the end of the day, the harvest is truly ripe in these times because the wickedness, all right, all around the world. Before I go into these definitions, I wrote down some things I was thinking about, and it's this is the worst generation period, man, throughout the whole world's history. All right, and the most wickedest. All right, because we're in a time of the wicked ruling. All right, man, let me get that real quick, man. Job 9 and 24. Before I go into these examples, let the Spirit take over now. All right, man, you can't deny the wickedness in this world. The disdain for truth, the disdain for the Most High, and truth, and everything that's righteous. But it's like that because it's been cultivated by the Satan. The crops, which are the people, have been cultivated by the spiritual demon Satan through the physical counterpart, the nation of Edom. All right, which starts with you Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you banking families. All right, you are a shadow out without a doubt, times infinity plus infinity. All right, square rooted to infinity, that you are the wicked, man. You are the nation of Edom, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers. You're the damn supreme devils, man. Okay, because all you got your rulership and your power by deceiving, by lies, by deception, which shows how much of a bitch spirit the nation of Esau is, man. Because when Yahweh Shai come back from the power of Yahweh, the Son of the Father, all right, we're gonna rule out in the open in truth. Ain't no deception of us ruling in the kingdom with Yahweh Shai, man. Ain't gonna be no deceiving to be on the throne. All right, Job 9 and 24, it reads, The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Again, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. The Lord, another precept. The Lord, I think it's right in 12. The Lord gives over the rulership of lands, of continents, and overall the world to different rulers, all right, to establish their kingdom, okay? And the Lord has given all you dirty, stupid nations, you heathens, a chance to rule or to rule in certain parts of the world throughout time, all right? But what has happened? Without avail, you've always rose and crumbled, all right? And right now we're in one of the last nations to rule, which is the wicked, Edom, right? The father, the descendants of Esau, our wicked fraternal brother. That we're at the end of your crumbling society, man. Here's the proof that the Lord hands over who rules on planet Earth. I always like to start, it's in Job 12, I'll start for 15. The Lord's in control. It says, behold, which means to look, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. All right, so the Lord controls the oceans, the tides, whether a desert, whether a lake or ocean gets dried up or not, whether there's flooding. The Lord controls all right? Okay, so it says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. So look at that. With the Most High, strength and wisdom, all power and strength goes on to our Father, the Father and the power of the nation of Israel, through his Son, our King, Deliverer, Yahweh Shai. All right? But it says the deceived and the deceiver are his. So the ones who are being lied to, the ones who are deceived, which is really the wicked, because you were basically being deceived to follow unrighteous ways, man. The 2/3 of our people, you've been, what's the word? Seduced. There's another word. I forget. I believe you've been, seduction. You've been seduced to do wickedness, man. You know, by Esau. But anyway, everybody who is deceived and lied to, like you people in the world, and especially, let's use America, because you're the most wickedest nation in the face of this world, current, modern, in real time now, and throughout the world's history, right? You're the #1 deceived nation, right? Because everything you believe is coming from a liar, right? You believe in your fake ass penal code laws, which is nothing but fabricated from the elites as an experiment. Which America is nothing but experiment by the elite banking families. You believe in your fake ass constitution. You believe in your fake ass rights. And where's it gotten you? All right. I ain't gonna say it because it might get deleted. It's gotten you with no job, right? Because you didn't follow certain mandates from the World Health Organization, right? It's gotten you with paralysis or cerebral palsy, right? Because you so-called followed and listened to them. But they were liars when they told you to take the you-know-what. Now look at you, dead or paralyzed, man, or on your way out. So on and so forth, man. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Here it is the country that America says you are free, but you're the most enslaved people on the population, man, of the world. #1 by the jail system. Well, not even #1. One example is the jail system that our people fill up. Right, because again, America's population is about 330 million people in Babylon the Great, but the whole world's population is rising up to about 9 billion people on Earth, and America makes up 5% of the world's population, and they lock up, okay, get this, 25% of the world's population who is incarcerated, who's locked up behind bars, are in America. So how's that, look at the ratio, how does that make sense? How is it that a country that makes up only 5% of the world's population has 25% of the world's people on earth behind bars, man. Okay, so that right there shows Egypt. But that right there also shows my point that you're not free. Okay? America says the home, the bland, and the free, whatever the stupid slogan is. You're not fucking free. And then another thing is your mind. Your minds are enslaved, man. To wickedness, ultimately, you know, and its full potential to lies. You know, you're told by the media what to think, not how to think. You're enslaved in the mind, man. I know I'm talking. Let's read. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Right? So all the dummies who are deceived and the deceiver, the ones who are doing the deceiving, are his. But guess what? The deceiver, that means who's deceiving in this? Would you really remember the word devil means a deceiver or false accuser, right? Everything that he claims is accurate is not accurate. It's a false accusation, especially him being the image of the Most High, or being us, our descendants, being the real JEWs, or the really being the real Israelites. Who is that? That's us, not them. But these people who have controlled the whole world by deception, guess what? They belong to the Most High too, as far as the Lord put them out there to do what they do. Right? The Lord said, I forget what scripture. I created evil and change it not, right? Created something for the days of evil. Let me see if I can find it real quick. All right, I found it. It was Proverbs 16:4. It's the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, the Lord the Most High, hath made all things for himself. Okay? Yea, which means yes, even the wicked for the day of evil. Okay? So the Lord created everything, man. Like we're reading, it controls all things, even the thoughts in your mind. All right? Even what you're going to say and speak. Okay? Right? Everything, man. That's on a deeper level. But even the wicked for the day of evil. And evil means what? Bad times. And right, there's no more bad times or malicious times in the times that we're in 2023 and going forward, man. This is the most wickedest part of the whole world's history. All right, and it only makes sense that the Lord will have to come back in the most wickedest time ever. That's this time. All right, and that the Lord have to come back when the wicked are ruling. So the Lord's doing this for a purpose. Again, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the wicked, which is the nation of Edom, they're created for the last days, man. Oh, another precept. Hold up. Right? Why does it say this in Ezra's? Right? In Ezra's, the 6th chapter, it says, second Ezra's, right? The Lord created Esau for the last days to rule, man. All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 8. It says, and he said unto me, matter of fact, start from 7. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of times? Right? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Meaning, when should be the part where the parting, the separation of evil and good, or like the moment right before the kingdom comes, basically, right? The Lord's kingdom. Or what should be or the end of the first world, or the first kingdom, or the first world before the kingdom, right? And the beginning of that follows, not the first world, but you know, the end of this world before the kingdom. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, and when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So this is his answer. He didn't give him no. He went straight to the scriptures of the Holy Spirit, of the word, man. The scriptures. the word of the Lord, right? And he went into right away into Jacob and Esau. So Jacob and Esau play a pinnacle point of the understanding of the evil days, of the last days before the kingdom. You have to understand that, right? It tells you right here in the Apocrypha, right? Apocrypha means send away hidden, which is the as the story goes in the research by the Bible Destruction Group, which separated the Bible and took the Apocrypha out because there was just so many truths in there that didn't need any breakdowns, and this is one of them, right? Showing that again, and Jacob and Esau were born, right? We are the descendants of Jacob. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the descendants of Jacob. Jacob means Yaiqua, which means overthrow, okay, which means take over, okay, supplant, all right, and that's who we are in the spirit as a nation, all right, and we're going to enact that omen or name prediction in these times, and we're doing it now through the spirit, man, all right, but the Lord's going to usher in that ultimate overthrow or the takeover when he comes back with Michael the Archangel and the rest of the fleets of the chariots of the Most High, all right. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, okay? So when Esau was born, as the story goes, we should all know by now, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, okay? It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth. Why did he go into that? Well, it says the hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions as was asked, thou not. But the point is, for Esau is the end of the world. All right. So Esau is our wicked. He is the wicked. He's of a different manner. The wicked. The same spirit as Cain, who was reincarnated. The wicked. Right? The first murder, the first devil. And look what this damn Edomites through the Rothschilds and Rockefellers and on down, these Edomites have been doing. Look at America. Look at the history of slavery. Look at all the torture devices they used on our people. I seen one I didn't even look at yet, where a brother posted. I can't even look at it yet, man. But it was basically, it looked like somebody in a chair, Jake slave in a chair, who had something over his mouth and then a rope behind his neck, and it looked like if he moved a certain way, it tightened up. But I don't know. I gotta look at it. But it said the worst torturing device ever, and there's many other devices that were used on our people, man. You got to be a devil to go that far and above to your slaves, man. Like it says in Obadiah, you overthrew their affliction. You went overboard, man. All right. But the beautiful thing about it is, like Apostle said to the Spirit, which I always kind of repeat, is that you ain't gonna see hate until the kingdom. All right. That's the beautiful thing about it, man. When we get you Edomites in slavery through the power of Yahweh Shemai Shai, oh man. All right. We're gonna make what we went through slavery like a kindergarten picnic. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay, plain and simple. All right. Now Jacob, the overthrower, the supplanting, the takeover, is the beginning of it that followeth. So that was his answer. The nation of Israel is the next one to rule. All right. And that's going to take over forever. Isaiah 45:17, which I'm not going to get. I just want to hurry with these scriptures. Yeah, man. Okay. So back to Job. So it says, with him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bond of kings, right, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. All right, he leadeth princesses away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and take away the understanding of the aged. Excuse me. Yeah, just like America, man. America was known as the Golden City, known as the Golden Cup of the Lord's hand, right? But now, brothers have been doing shows. I've done shows, and it's coming out that, the American people for the past years, especially now, they don't believe in American media anymore. They don't believe in American politics. You know, they know that the American media, the politicians in the media are a bunch of liars, man. There's nothing but propaganda to sway the people for their doings, you know, for their agendas. Not the people's, but theirs, you know, which is basically total subservient, all right, spirit, to be a slave, to be a robot, copper top, to be a obey, you know, if there's another term, a sheeple, you know. Anything that anybody who goes against the fabric, they don't want, which is the elect. It says so my point was that people don't believe in America anymore. You got all around the world, America is known as a diabolical nation, is known as being evil, wicked. Noted, you know, and the Lord did that. All right. So it says, He removeth away the speech of the trusty. Right, they were trusted, and now it says, and taketh away the understanding of the age. He poureth contempt upon the princes, and weakeneth the strength of the mighty. He discovereth the deep things of darkness, and bringeth out of the light the shadow of death. The point, he increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straightened them again. Right, so that's self-explanatory. That the Lord increases nations and brings them down. He even did it to his own people. He, one of the tribes, Benjamin, he almost wiped the tribe of Benjamin out, man. The Most High. All right, he almost wiped us out as an entire nation. But when we were in Egypt, where we came in 70 souls, and then after that, after a few years, decades or so, right, or a century. We became innumerable, man, like the sands of the sea. Okay, so the Lord did that. He increased and he increased and decreased. He increased and enlarged the nations. Right, he straightened them again. Right, he taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and causes them to wander in a wilderness where there is no way. They grow up in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man. And that's what this world is. You know, you're all in the light. You're staggering like a drunken man, because while your so-called knowledge hasn't done anything to better the society, all right? Like a list I had here, well, let me not go to that. All right, there's still mass violence, mass wickedness, right? Let's use America. You still got mass shootings, that's another whole psyop I'm not going to get into. But, right, if it was so righteous and the morals of America were so high, why the hell are you the dumbest and fattest people on the face of the planet, man? Right? Why you have the most degenerate music, which is not even music, in the face of the planet? Right? It's not working because you're in the dark. Your light, which is your false philosophy, your light, which is your knowledge, is not light. Here's the proof of that. Job 4:19. Excuse me. Proverbs. It says, it says, the way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not of what they stumble. And all right, and that's all right, because you're drunk with the wine of wickedness. All right. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not of what they stumble. Okay. And the worst thing is, you don't even know what you're making mistakes on. All right. That's the way of the wicked. All right. That's you really are blind. All right. Now we already finished Job, so let's go back to Job 9:24. Job 9:24, it says, the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? And stick around, Baba Gasha. I'm going to get into that word harvest and ripe. Ripe was a pleasant surprise. It means heat, basically heat. So I was like, wow. Anyway, again, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We just proved that in Job. And he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who is that? Well, Esau. All right, for him to establish his rulership, he did something called white supremacy, where he whitewashed and made it supreme, right, images of his image of a red skin, Edomite complexion, leprosy, a clean leopard to be depicted throughout history. Right? You can go into any nationality. This motherfucker, this demon puts himself as the Egyptians, and they're the most crispiest, navy bluest people in the world's history, man. No aura, no glow. He's even them. Okay. He's the Vikings, which we are the Vikings. He's the Vikings, and worst of all, he's the Most High, right? You depicted the Most High as having dog stringy hair and having blue eyes, balding, and his son, mocking his son, looking like someone, you know, as we always say, from some kind of 80s rock band, man. All right, with leprosy, okay, which is the ultimate curse. Only the devil would do that, man, because that's far from the truth. They did that through the Renaissance, right? The Renaissance period. They whitewashed our images. The color of the Lord, Michael, and Leonardo, who paint with the church chapel. I forget how to say it. Michelangelo and Leonardo, they painted over the chapel images, man. Not painted over, but they painted over those images and made them. They made a whole scenery of the Most High and the angels and the heavens, you know, as Edomites. You know, they whitewashed our icons. You know, you know, they broke the noses off our statues, and certain statues that was put up, commemorating, our people. Marcus Aurelius, whatever have you, they got his whole head off. Marcus Aurelius. You know, they got our people with noses not there anymore. They whitewashed and smudged over, you know, icons and made them have pale images, you know. So, and that's a fact. So, a book called Russian Icons goes into that, very clear. Another book, Nature Knows No Color Line, which proves that the last black king, so-called black ruler, was in Spain. You have rulers in Spain. You have, well, you already know. I'm not going to go on, right? We ruled the Moors, known as Moreno, black. Scotland, black land. Britain really means man of the covenant, right? That's what it goes back to. Bayath Ayash, I gotta correct. I mean, I gotta look it up, but I believe it means that in the Hebrew. But Britain means man of the covenant. Scotland, black land, you know, etc. Right? And if not, where and who is he? So if it wasn't him, which is clear he is, who is it? All right? And he really got his takeover during the Renaissance, and afterwards, right after the Renaissance, was a slave trade 100 years or 70 years after, you know, and I said they started their world takeover, right? And that's when the Lord started giving rulership over the whole earth. All right. So I got two more scriptures, but let me go into these examples of wickedness, and then I'm going to go into these definitions. All right. Is wickedness, you know, mass wickedness around the earth. The harvest is ripe. The wickedness on planet Earth, by violence. I wrote some down. Examples by violence. Mass violence has never been seen in the face of the world's history, man. All right. The killings, the murderings, the disdain, it says. Oh, disdain, I've got here, disdain for the Most High. Right, disdain for the Most High and His Son, man. Even amongst our people. The mockery and disrespect of the men of the Lord. The mockery of the Most High and the Son. Okay. The 2/3 really. All right. 2/3 the false camps. Okay. The heresies coming out their mouth. You know, if it makes sense. I mean, the false prophets of today make the false prophets in the past look righteous. That's how fucking off they are, man. I say that loosely, you know, just an example. The Christians community, which is, they all deserve a helmet on your head because you got the small bacteria-sized brain, like I always say. It's more, you're stupider than stupid, man. It's not even funny how stupid Christians are. All right. The psyops worldwide that's going on, done by the elites. American people, that says enough. And the American policies that govern parts of the world is creating more wickedness, right? The wine of fornication of the world leaders like the WF, World Economic Forum, Carl Schwab's that fucking malnutrition demon, all right? The Rockefellers, Rothschilds, the world leaders, they're wicked, man. Ultimate devils to the core, right? They'll kill and destroy anybody, which they're doing, which is what? Basically 95% of the world's population. You know, men, women, kids, old, young, don't matter. They'll take you out. You know, they torture little children, man. Pedophilia, they're legalizing. I saw one thing brother posted. They want to start giving out in the future a license to be a parent. And the only way you can get a license is if you agree to pedophilia, all right, and something else. All right, look it up. Philanthropists and influencers, they're all wicked. You got philanthropists like that Satanist Elon Musk. All right, that demon. All right, and who just, by the way, which I believe they're doing already. Okay, they're doing already. I believe. All right, but you know, they just announced they're going to start human trials, which they said in 2022, and I believe they're doing it already. But people aren't lining up for that, man. Brain implants, right? By Neuralink. It says influencers. I got influencers here, like podcast influencers, and just the degenerate topics they bring up, and things that people are talking about. It's just wicked, man. And really, that's what I just wrote down. So let's go into harvest. I got harvest here. Look it up real quick. This is Revelation 14:15 harvest, right? Which I'm going to finish off the show with. It says harvest, the act of reaping. All right. It says the gathering of men into the kingdom, which is the elect. And it says, referring to the time of reaping, the final judgment, right? And judgment includes death. It says, when the righteous are gathered into the kingdom and the wicked are cast into hellfire. Now you about to see where the word ripe comes into the word heat or fire, which was a pleasant surprise. Okay, so that was one harvest. We got harvest in the Old Testament, in the book of Joel. That is, the Hebrew word is Quatazar Yar, which is harvest, bows, branch, harvest time, harvesting, process of harvesting, crop, what is harvested or reaped, time of harvest, bows, branches. So what am I saying to the Spirit is that also to the Scripture is the harvest is you people, the wicked people of the earth. etymology and harvest, and I'm going to go to ripe. It says, as one of the 4 seasons, right, period between August and November. So we're in November right now, actually, right? So we're in the harvest season, okay? It says, to gather, to pluck, harvest, right? So harvest really means to pluck. Right, and the Lord's going to pluck up the wicked, man. All right, so we get that. So let's go to ripe. Hold on. One sec. Let me just go right to the etymology of ripe. This is what I was excited to bring out. Hold on. This internet is acting up. Hold on. Okay, Kun, so I got it here. Almost done with the show. So this is what I really wanted to bring out. This is ripe in Revelation 14:5, right? The Greek for that is
Strong's G 3583, xeirino.
All right, seirainu, right? Seirainu, and it means to wither away, to dry up, pine away, to make dry, dry up, to become dry, to be dry, be withered, right, of plants. And the Lord also describes the people of the earth as being planted, right, as trees, right? You know, you prove that in Ezekiel, and I forget another scripture to prove that people on earth are referred to as trees for the Most High. The trees are planted by seed. It says the ripening of crops, you know, like I was trying to bring out in this show. The harvest of the crops of the world are you people, and you're ripe for destruction. Like I said, I thought ripe meant more plucked up, but that's really harvest. I got it confused. And ripe, it is true. It means to dry up, because like, let's say you get a banana. I like to get bananas when they're like green, and when I bring them home, they turn, you know, yellow. You know, I don't like it all with the brown spots, even though the brown spots are not healthy. They clear. They're supposed to cure they help kill cancer cells. The brown spots. But the point is, when a banana is green, from getting all turning brown, what gets it there? It dries up. It's withered. Sometimes I'll get bananas and I forget it was there. By the time, maybe a week or two, a week and a half, right? Under 2 weeks, it turns to a totally black banana because it withered away. It dried up. It pined away, right? To waste away, withered hands. So my point is that what's going to dry up? The way the Lord's going to pluck up the wicked, the crops of the people which are the wicked of the world, he's going to dry your ass up by nuclear fire, right? He's going to dry your ass up, which is the ripening, by nuclear destruction, okay? Which really is aimed towards America, man. Babylon the Great, of course, other parts of the world like Israel, which is our land, and parts of Russia, all right? They're going to be dried up, and all parts of the world, you're going to be getting hit by missiles. All continents are going to be hit by missiles, but the majority of the world missiles are going to be landing on America, man. Babylon the Great. Thus said the Bible, the prophecies, right? It says to mature. So at this state right now in 2023, November 10th, this world is mature in wickedness, man. being cultivated by Satan. All right, so that's the one ripe I wanted to bring out, which I was like, oh wow, man, and again, to waste away. The nuclear missiles are known as the waster. Okay. Now we look at Joel, the ripe, in the Lashon Kadash. That's bashal, which means to boil, cook, bake, roast, ripen. So the Lord's gonna boil your ass, cook your asses by nuclear fire, roast your asses, man. Okay, roast, ripen, yeah, because the harvest is ready. You wicked crop demons on earth are ready to be dried up and boiled. Okay, eye should consume away out of your eye sockets, your tongue, you consume out your mouth, right? Like the scriptures say. I send the waster to destroy, the Lord says. Ooh, ripe meat to be cooked. That's right. Babylon the Great is going to be well cooked by nuclear fire. Ripened with the heat of the sun. Okay? So we got that. So let's finish up. Joel 3:13. Joel 3:13. I'll start from 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, the heathens, right? Prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of the war draw near and let them come up. You can't deny we're in a time of war right now. All right? I don't even need to explain that. You see the news. You see what's going on in the Gaza Strip. You see what North Korea pumping out threats to America every 2 days. Russia popping a tongue to America every day. Okay, China, same thing, all around the world, man. Okay, war is in the air, war is here. Let all the men of the earth war draw near, let them come up. So World War III is in the air, man. Okay, like the news and all the brothers been bringing out. Okay, it's inevitable, just like my thumbnail on this page. World War III. That's where the Lord's going to come back. He's going to interrupt World War III. Beat your plowshares into swords, right? The third woe. That's the book of Revelation. And your pruning hooks into spears, right? Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Yeah, so remember we read it earlier in Job 12 that the Lord makes you, he enlargeth the nations and weakeneth them again. He strengtheneth the nations and make them weak again, The Lord has made these weak nations and made them strong now. All right. Saudi Arabia, China, Iran, India, they all got nuclear capability, man. Russia, he put hooks in their jaws, and they really took on the prophecy. They're the guard onto the other nations, man. Why? Through the BRICS nation, the BRICS. That's the proof of that. All right. It says, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the valley of judgment. Right, we're reading in the time of judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Right? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. And who's the grim reaper? Yahweh Shai, right? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Right? To be plucked up, you wicked ass people on the earth, especially the 2/3, and you Edomites, the wicked of all the earth, come, get you down, for the press is full, and the fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near, in the valley of decision. That's right. Okay? So that was the point there. This world is ripe to be dried up. This world is ready to be plucked up by the Lord and be dried up by nuclear fire. Revelation 14:15, last scripture. It says, I'll start from 8. It says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all the nations drink of the wine of the wrath of fornication, which is what? Again, your false philosophy of freedom. Okay? You made all the nations, force them to follow your wicked laws, man. Homosexuality, etc. Okay? It says, and really ultimately Satanism, the New World Order. And the third angel, Babylon the Great, right? Babylon the Great is America, Babylon. Confusion. And it says, the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and the image, and receive a mark in his forehead or in his hand, which is the MOTB, right? Which is only GMS, and Paul started with the apostles of GMS and on down, which is the spirit of prophecy, been prophesying about, man. Because that's the end game, all right? Because to show your loyalty to Satan, the one who is adverse to truth, or to show your loyalty and love to Yahushua. Because if you take the chip, you saying that I love this world, I love the system, I love the laws, I love it, man. I want to partner up with this society and do for the business. I want to be there. I want to be a slave. All right, but you should want to be a slave for the Most High, which is really rulership. All right, working for Him, a servant in the Lord's kingdom, which only an Israelite can attain that, which is the elect. Starts with the elect. All right, and the elect are prophesied not to take the MOTB. So this message is only for the elect, and they're not going to take, and they're going to listen, and they're not going to take it. But the 2/3, you will. And the wicked. It says, and receive his mark in his forehead and in his hand. Right? So we know that the MOTB is synonymous with the fall of Babylon the Great. Right? We see through the crumbling of your society. It says, the same which shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb. That's right, because the Lord's going to bring that, the Lamb, Yahushua, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, of Israel, he's going to bring that fire to ripe your ass, all right? Dry your ass up, waste you away, wither you away. It says, in the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, and worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name, right? 666, Karagma. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahushua. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, it says, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them, the elect. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle, which is Yahushua, the prophecy of our King Deliverer, coming back in the mighty fathership to save the elect and to ripe the wicked of the world, man, to dry up the wicked of the world, because the harvest is ripe. The harvest is ready to be plucked for death, for burnt, for heat. And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, which is that chariot, thrust in thy sickle and reap. Reap means to dry up. Right? Reap means to waste away, right? For the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. All right? And harvest means to pluck up, and reap means to, it's ready. Right? Again, when you get a banana or avocado, it goes through a certain amount of time of withering away and heating up and by drying up, really, to make it ready. It says, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp. So that was a point. All right, so a little longer than I wanted to do, but everything's a spirit, Lord willing. And I talked enough, self-explanatory. The harvest of this world is ready to be plucked up and receive the Most High's heat, or receive the Most High's to be wasted, all of the power of His Son Yahushua. Right. So with that, so you scoffers keep talking your shit. You pretty much are ripe for what's happening in your ass. Keep Esau, keep your ripe for receiving that heat, all that, man. And elect, gonna keep that faith, keep getting stronger. Right, increasing the power of our Lord, man, which is gonna come by spiritual power very soon. Anyway, with that, I'll say Kal Halal, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rachwak Wadash Tawada Yahweh for giving us Yahushai, the blindness to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh Shemai in them, the blindness to the CT bishops, elders of GMS, our big brothers. Greetings and salutations to the brothers in this country and all over the world, prophesying in the true name of Yahweh Shemai. Shalom.